Hello, future millionaires. This is Aztec, and this is the CSC. Let me press this little button over here. Yes, I sold the top of this rally. I posted in my trading view this piece of analysis here. Right before it started to break down, I let people know that keep in contact with me what I was doing. You can read for yourself the analysis that I did and why I was thinking that it was a good time to sell around that $9,000 area. But that is that. Stay tuned, like, subscribe to be a part of this channel. Go ahead and check out my not Instagram, my trading view and my Twitter to go ahead and see, the plays that I'm making. I don't post a lot. I have gone underground, guys. Today, I'm going to go ahead and talk about what I'm doing, the projects that I'm looking at, restructuring my portfolio. I'm going to talk about Traxia, Cardano, Dash, Bitcoin Cash. I'm going to talk about Bitcoin and, what I think is going on in the market right now. So, a lot to talk about. I'm going to spill my guts, guys. So, here we go. Now, look, guys, all these people on crypto Twitter, on crypto YouTube, they're all saying, we need to fill gaps. We need to fill gaps. I want to tell you right now, I do not believe we need to fill gaps, guys. Let me tell you why. Because this market is not controlled by institutions just yet. Institutional traders are coming into the market, but they do not control this market. Now, a lot of times gaps are filled because of the way that institutional type markets work, where there's an open and a close to a market, and the differentiation of how the candles open and close due to markets opening and closing. So in in that type of way of trading, it's almost like a psychological thing to close gaps. But this is crypto. We're 24/7. The entire world trades on the crypto platforms, and we don't have open and closes. Now, yes, there are charts that show open and closes because institutions are moving in, but guys, that is only a subset of the market currently. They do not control the market. We do not need to close gaps. So, understand that, yeah, hey, we could close a gap, but I wouldn't base everything on needing to close a gap. It's very, honestly, annoying to hear these people saying this, and I think that the people that are saying this are either following a certain YouTuber specifically, or they are coming from, an institutional type of old world type trading. This is crypto. It is the future. We no longer have open and closes necessarily at this point. So I don't think we need to close a gap. We had an 18% pullback, guys. That is amazing. Another thing of why I personally don't believe this is, I was in the Discord and right before this video, and a lot of people were saying this little breakdown, we're going to perform a BART, we're going to break down, we're going down to 7,200, 6,800. Yes, my analysis showed that the next major strong support is around this $6,800 area. You have the 0.318 here, but that doesn't mean we need to go there. And technically, I'm telling you right now, I don't think we're going there. I don't think this is going to BART down. I don't think we're coming down to the, if you want to find the next support, look to the left on the chart. You can see lots of touches here. So I don't think we're coming down to 7,400, then down to 7,200, then down to 69, 6,800. I really think that the 18% move pullback that we had is great. And everyone is also saying that we need to have a 30% pullback. People are stuck on this because in 2017 we had a 30%, we had 40% pullbacks. Guys, the market is different. We have institutional traders moving in. We have people that are more long-term traders, people with iron fists, iron hands, people that don't just panic sell. Back in 2017, most of the market was based off of speculation. And you know, a lot of long-term holders and people that weren't really very professional when it comes to trading, and that's fine, but that's what created these huge massive drops. Now that we have so much different type of landscape, we don't need to see a 30% drop. I'm not saying that we're not going to. I'm just saying I don't believe. This is my opinion. I don't think we're going to see a 30% drop right here at this time. I think we have a better chance of hitting 10K before we hit 5K. Basically, what I'm getting at is that we're in a different time and place. 2017 was 2017. We're now in 2019, and the entire landscape is different. The people in this market, there is so many new people, and the traders that are now starting to get into this market are a lot different. So I don't think that we need this 30% pullback, 40% pullback. I don't think we need to fill gaps. Guys, I don't think that the people that are saying this really understand the crypto market. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. And really, I know a lot of other people are saying that this is a head and shoulders. You got a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder here. I don't think it's a head and shoulders. That's a whole other piece of analysis that I could get into of what, how the volume plays out and things like that. I don't think this is a head and shoulders. What I think this is a pullback. Of course, you have the pullback here. Let's take our price tool from the top, and I'm roughly doing this, guys. Come down here, it's about 18%. What I think this is, guys, is a pullback and then reaccumulation, getting ready to move up again, because this kind of up and down type pattern is very, especially because it's in this range here. We're testing support and testing resistance. We're not necessarily creating some kind of pattern here that I really would agree with to be a pattern, or anything that is very, defined. I think it's just accumulation. So what that generally means is that the trend is still bullish. So I would say that we're looking to still be bullish. Anyways, that's Bitcoin. Guys, I'm going to make this quick because, of course, I don't have a lot of time nowadays to make the videos that I used to make, and I want to catch up with you guys. Now, I care about you guys, and I'm going to tell you some things that I found out. I'm going to tell you about me going dark. Yes, guys, I'm going dark. I'm not on the Cardano Telegram trading channel as much as I used to be, because I'm restructuring everything. I'm looking at my portfolio, and I'm looking to do things possibly different. And I'm going to keep you guys updated. So, you can follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on my Trading View. Here and there I post, and believe me, guys, the posts that I make are influential and important, and at least something to consider. Ever since I started this channel, I've given amazing analysis. I was the only person on YouTube that I know of, and one of the only people on crypto Twitter that really said that we were going to break past 4,200. I played the Christmas rally to a T. I am one of the most successful traders in this space. So when it comes to calling things accurately, not necessarily that I'm some kind of rich, amazing millionaire. I'm not. I'm an average person playing with average money, and I've made really good gains based off of my amazing analysis. Now, this is the thing, guys. I still really respect Cardano. It is technically my favorite project at this time. It has been for a very long time, and it still is. I haven't given up on Cardano. I think that the people that are fighting Cardano really don't understand what Cardano is, what it is trying to accomplish, what it is developing from scratch, mind you, from scratch. This is not a copy and paste type project. This is a project that is being created from scratch. It is being invented. So I think that a lot of people that are fighting Cardano really don't understand, why it's being built the way it is, through peer review, and they don't understand the long-term aspects of the project. So they're going to FUD, and they want their money now, and that's fine. If you want to make your money now, Cardano might not be the project for you at this current time, but believe me, at some point Cardano is going to be a flip of a switch, and it's going to make amazing gains. So that's my opinion, of course. Anyways, that's why I hold Cardano. That's why I'm not selling the Cardano that I bought back in December at 2.7 cents, somewhere around there. It's not going to happen because I know that long term, and even now, I'm still sitting very green. I made good profits off it, and I'm going to keep it because I think it's only up from here in the long term. Up like this maybe, but still going up. Anyways, I also want to talk about Bitcoin Cash. I think a lot of people, I'm probably going to make a video about this specifically, but a lot of people FUD Roger Ver because they do not understand who he is. They do not understand his frustrations, what he's had to deal with Bitcoin core type personalities. And what I believe at this point in time is that Bitcoin Cash is more close to what Satoshi Nakamoto envisioned for Bitcoin when he wrote his white paper and developed Bitcoin. I think that Bitcoin Cash is more similar. Go ahead and read the white paper, guys. You're going to hear a lot of FUD. You're going to hear, Roger Ver's a fraud. You're going to hear all this stuff. But at the end of the day, I'm just making sure we're recording. At the end of the day, if you read the white paper, Bitcoin's white paper, and you look at it, Bitcoin Cash more, in my opinion, resembles Bitcoin than current Bitcoin. Bitcoin now is clunky, it's slow, the blocks are big. When you try to make a purchase for everyday things, you have to pay a large fee to pay for your coffee just to make it quicker. That is not what Satoshi Nakamoto envisioned. He envisioned something that was peer-to-peer, quick, reliable, speedy cash that could be used just like a dollar bill, paying someone and a transaction is made. And that is what Bitcoin Cash is. So the Bitcoin Cash is very developed already. They have tokens that you can develop on their platform. They're speedy, they're reliable, they're decently decentralized. They need to work on their decentralization, but everything in decentralization, everyone gets stuck up on this decentralization. Decentralization, nothing is perfectly decentralized. Everything is a shade of decentralization, and I actually think that their decentralization is very good compared to half the projects out there. So being that it is proof of work, I think that it has a pretty good standing for the future and even current future, and especially that it has a lot of institutional type, a lot of institutional type traders, institutions in general are looking at these type of projects like Bitcoin Cash, XRP, though I'm not a big XRP guy, and another project that I've also found about recently is Dash. I love Dash because I like how there's a masternode available. I love how Dash has a governance program that is built into the program, the project, where people can vote, and it is decentralized. So not only do they have instant payments and things like that, they're also doing, their mission is amazing. Just like Cardano, they're going to third world countries. Dash specifically is going to a lot of Latin American countries and developing and building relationships there on the ground and helping give people freedom through banking themselves using cryptocurrency as cryptocurrency was intended. So I would say, definitely some projects that I have more recently gone down the rabbit hole and realized that are also great projects are Dash and also Bitcoin Cash. Of course, Cardano, their mission is amazing. I love the fact that they're going to Africa, they're going to third world countries, and trying to start there to enable people to be able to bank themselves and have technology that will help a lot of their businesses and things like that, and not take so much from them, as in like fees and things like that. And then at some point, that strategy is great because then the first world looks at it and says, wow, that is actually a lot better than what we even have. And then they have to take notice. And I like that concept. I like that strategy. And I like where Cardano's going. They're not only just fundamentally and an amazing project. I know they're the behemoth, the all-seeing eye, and they're developing all of this stuff. But beyond that, they have a great mission. Dash has a great mission. Bitcoin Cash has a great mission. I think that a lot of projects are flooded due to their creators, developers, CEOs, people FUD Charles all the time for little things that is just pointless. People are human beings. But I think if you actually listen to interviews of these people and don't just take the word of random FUD that you hear on the street and rhetoric, and listen to these people, you really realize that a lot of these, like Roger Ver, Charles Hoskinson, just random developers and people that are head of projects, they actually do care about people and they really do want to help the world and change and revolutionize the world. So I'm just saying, don't take FUD for face value. Do research, look into it for yourself. You will find so much gold hidden in the sand, hidden underneath FUD, and your portfolio can really benefit from not taking FUD for face value. Anyways, guys, cryptocurrency market, in my opinion, I think we're moving up. I think we're in this accumulation little phase here because we're going to move up again soon. You can follow me on, again, at crypto or at circle_crypto on Twitter. My trading view name is Tachycardia. It's another pseudonym that I'm listed under in this whole crypto space. A lot of people call me Aztec. A lot of people in the past called me Tachycardia. Tachycardia was also my girl's name. So don't just think that all tachycardia is me. But anyways, there's a lot going on. Obviously this is something that I've been looking at again to remind me that we are in the infancy of this space. This is an article that was basically developed in 2017, and you can see here that this is the representation of all the money in the world, the markets. It's basically easy to visualize. You can see that cryptocurrency at that time with a basically market cap of, looks like around 160 billion, was it like this, and then you had all of the major companies here with the money that was invested in them represented as blocks, and the 50 richest people, California's GDP, the Fed balance sheet, currency as in the different countries, gold, the value that is invested in gold, the stock markets, and you can just see that the global money supply just keeps going, and then you have global debt. It just keeps going and going, and you really realize that these blocks represent a very small portion of the market, and that really crypto has so much room to grow. So guys, please subscribe to my channel, like it, and tell me what you think. Does Bitcoin need to see gaps filled? Do you think that we're still needing 30%, 40% pullbacks? Do you think we're going up from here? Tell me what you think. Stay in touch with me. You can always PM me on Telegram. That's where most people talk to me, and yes, I am dark at this point. I'm not on the Cardano Telegram trading channel as much as I used to be because I'm on Discord. I'm trading with a lot of other major traders that I used to trade with, and I've just kind of gone down the rabbit hole of crypto and things in life and everything. So yeah, guys, stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned for a lot more. I'm glad to be able to have this platform, and thank you for the likes and the support and the people that do continue to talk to me, give me updates, ask me questions. I really appreciate it. I think we're all in this together, guys. In regards, I almost forgot. In regards to Traxia, yes, I am. Let me just make sure it's still recording. Yes, and I am using Brave browser. Basically, Traxia, I'm bummed out, guys. I did say in my last video that I thought that they were going to be delisted based off the people that I was talking to. I called in some favors to figure out what's going on, and I did say, I think we're going to be delisted, and here we are. Traxia is going to be delisted. I thought that basically Cardano and Traxia, that was the best play for Traxia. I thought it would be a unicorn if it was to launch on Cardano's platform whenever that is to be developed. But to be honest, guys, I'm in this with you, the people that are holding Traxia. I think that the project still has a future. I think that the project, Bruno, the lead, they have to play their cards right. Supposedly, they're saying that they want to move and migrate over to the Binance DEX and that there might be a coin swap, what I would suggest is for everyone to add the Trax. If you're holding Traxia and you're still interested in the future and recouping any losses that you may have made, I would suggest going to Telegram, adding the Traxia Telegram channel, and staying in there, because that's where all the other Traxians are. They're all in the same boat. They're all figuring things out, and Bruno will be able to report to you there, and we'll figure out what's going on. In this time and space, I do not think that Traxia is necessarily going to be the unicorn that I thought it would be if it doesn't have the backing of Cardano. But I do think that it could have potentially a better or a good outcome, as long as Traxia, the team, plays their cards right. I guess if Traxia can work with Binance in some type of way, there is always a good chance that they still do well, because Binance is a powerhouse in and of themselves. So anyways, in all transparency, I did sell half of my holdings when I found out that Traxia would be delisted. I did not crash any order books or anything. I sold in small portions because I do care about everyone. I didn't want to just crash the order book. But I did sell half of it to mitigate my losses. I am a trader. I do what I do best, which is trading, and I didn't want to put myself at so much risk. So in all transparency, I did sell half of my Traxia a while back. Now, really, I had a lot of Traxia at one point because there was some pumps that happened, and I always, usually when I'm a very good trader when it comes to low cap coins, I always put a sell a lot higher than what it is because of random pumps. And I actually caught 2 of the pumps that happened. You can go ahead and go to KuCoin and check for yourself and see the pumps that happened. And I actually more than doubled my Traxia during that time when we were above 100 Satoshis. So when I was buying back in, I bought a smaller portion and kept profits. Obviously, I took profits, but I had more Traxia than I initially did when I first bought in at 95 Satoshis. And, recently I traded down, not crashing the market, and I sold half of my Traxia. So that is in full, being fully transparent. That's where I'm at with Traxia. I think it's important to go to the Telegram and really try to see where it's going if you're still holding Traxia. I think it does have potential, but I am bummed out. I think that Cardano and Traxia would have had the best play, being that Cardano is really set up for fintech really well, and obviously Traxia is fintech. But anyways, guys, that's my opinion on things. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about Traxia. Tell me if you're still holding. I'm in it with you guys, and like and subscribe for more. Take it easy.